On Saturday evening and Sunday morning, Israel launched an escalation of violence on the Gaza Strip. It's Saturday evening and we're in a taxi driving toward the scene of a reported attack. In Gaza at night, you don't know when or where Israel will next strike, and so our being out in the streets is dangerous. After a while, we hear Gaza being attacked. We're told either by mortars or F-16s. Omar, our taxi driver, is used to working during escalations and is relatively relaxed. The car's hazard lights are on and the taxi badge clearly displayed to make clear to Israeli forces that we're a civilian taxi. So this is the border with Israel in front of us. You can see the lights on the horizon here and here. And we've been told by a local resident that the Israeli occupation forces are around this area. We can't hear or see anything particular at the moment, but we're going to move on for our own safety now. We are the blue dot on the map. The green line is the border. As we drive, to our left is the boundary with Israel. The area is like a ghost town as people seek safety in their homes.
This area is very, very dangerous. No anybody here.
It's now 1 a.m. on Sunday and an ambulance crew redirects us to a medical center in the Al-Karama area of North Gaza.
Hello.
Drones are flying low above the medical center and neighboring mosque.
The drone is really audible to us here on the ground now. It sounds like it's right above our heads. And the paramedics have said that they keep the lights on the ambulances for their own protection, to identify themselves as paramedics, and that's why that there is a group of people here. So in Gaza, the paramedics have to keep the lights on, not when they're transporting people, but just for their own safety, so that they don't get bombed.
Here we have ambulances and an emergency medical center that helps people and civilians who are targeted by Israeli airplanes and forces. We saved the area from the west to the south, and as you must have heard, the latest shelling took place in the east, where all the injured and martyrs were civilians, the majority children. Most of the shelling targeted young people, women, and the elderly. And the Israeli enemy is erratically targeting civilians here and there. Only innocent people fall and are injured. They do not distinguish between buildings and trees, young men, women, and the elderly. They commit crimes targeting people sitting in their own homes.
Thank God. We really enjoy doing our work because what we do and the support we give to the civilians that are injured and targeted allows us to fulfill our duty to the Palestinian people, who are always being attacked in this continuous war for our people's rights. It is our duty to offer as much as possible for our people.
We were at the location of the first shelling, roaming, looking for injured people when the Israeli aeroplanes shot another missile just behind us.
It might be difficult for you to see, but this glass is actually cracked, and just up here there is a dent in the ambulance. So the paramedics told us that this place had been struck tonight. As you can see, the rubble and debris has not even been cleared yet.
Mohammed Saeed Eshkokani was a 20-year-old member of the Islamic Jihad Resistance Wing.
And this building has been structurally damaged. We can hear water leaking inside the building. It looks like it's leaking from this water tank. This is fresh blood here from the attack. I hope you can see that.
He died here on the scene. Paramedics found his body parts on the sand. On Sunday morning, I returned to the site of Mohammed Saeed's targeted assassination. The blood has been cleared up. In the last 2 days, as of 8 p.m. Gaza time, Israel has killed a confirmed 6 Gazans and injured up to 40. This morning I attended the funeral procession of Mohammed Obaid, another martyr. The 20-year-old was killed at about midnight near his home in Jabalia, North Gaza. Obaid's dead body was found at 6 a.m. Mohammed Abu Shamala was Obaid's cousin.
Our message for the enemy is that the parents are happy to sacrifice their children as martyrs. We offer more pride, dignity and solidarity to the parents and families of those injured and martyred. This is the reality of the Palestinian people. The more martyrs we give to our cause, the more we believe and stand by our cause and its resistance. They keep on killing, injuring and destroying our Palestinian people. It is our right and our duty as Palestinians to fight for our rights and to defend ourselves.
I went to the mortuary at Shifa Hospital in Gaza City. Last night, in the Shajaiya area, east of Gaza City, Israel killed Ahmed al-Dardasawi, 20, Mohammed Harara, 16, Ahmed Harara, 15, Matar Abu al-Attar, 20. It seems that religion is used to bring solace and strength to the hearts of grieving Gazans. This is the cousin of one of the slain Harara children.
The first missile fired by Israel caused no injuries, but the second caused fatalities. The missiles didn't target the funeral itself, but an area very close to it, which is the Al-Montar area, a container in Al-Montar. All the people targeted in that area were civilians. There were no resistance members present. 4 people died from the Harara family and Abu al-Atta family and al-Dad al-Sawa family. This only makes us stronger. No matter how hard they attack, we will attack back with more and more strength, and they will be surprised with what we can do. What they are doing, it's as if our children and families are less important, but they are very precious to us. I want to tell them, don't even dare to think that you will successfully terrorize us. We will continue the fight and the resistance.
In this attack on Shajaiya, Israel injured around 30 civilians, most of whom were from the Harara family. A cousin of Mohammed Harara is a personal friend of mine. Abu Usama was at the mortuary and wanted to talk to me.
I seek refuge in the name of God. In the name of God, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Honestly, what happened last night was a massacre in every sense of the word. The shelling targeted those civilians, young people and parents who had rushed to the site of the first shelling, who were going to save those who were assumed injured, and they instead were attacked by a second Israeli enemy missile. The Israelis profited from this gathering of young men, women and children, targeting randomly. 4 of them were killed and over 30 injured. The Israeli shelling didn't target a military site. They targeted civilians, just random shelling that was aimed to maximize Palestinian civilian loss and to stop the resistance. But what we have experienced, no matter how much we sacrifice, no matter how many martyrs we lose, this is our just fight to regain our land and our rights. This will not terrorize us even if we lose more martyrs. No matter how many are injured, we will not give up. We will fight blood with blood. Martyrs will follow martyrs, and we will fight until our land is ours again.
This report was made possible by the support of the following funders. Visit GazaReport.com for more insight into the situation afflicting Gaza.